Story time. Double story time. Or mostly double episode review. Hope you enjoyed that squad. This is Sullivan. I'll give my latest review of Naruto Shippuden episode 398 and 390. Double episode. I mean, this whole episode basically is about Hinata and her little sister Hanabi. Even though we never got a lot of Hanabi in the main story. Even though this thing it is filler, it seems mostly canon to me because it is some, hey, you know, like there's in certain episodes and TV shows, there's a story inside a story. This is one of those. And I like these the best. You know, this whole episode was about the point of view from Hanabi and Hinata's, point of view. That's what it's about. They grew up together, how they are. First of all, Hinata, they were both little kids. They both started out, even though Hanabi's 5 years younger than Hinata, she wanted to be just like her sister. Strong, confident, kind-hearted, and in fact, Hanabi always wanted to play with Hinata a lot, but the truth is, she was always so busy training that she never could. So she was left training with the nanny, who basically, she was too a member of the Hyuga family. She too is, but I'll explain that enough. Now, like, basically, Hanabi, she wanted to play with her sister, but her sister was always training, and when Hinata did have the time, she was so exhausted and from her training that she passed out sometimes. So basically, she idolizes her big sister, point where she wants to be just like her. But then things start to slightly change. Even though Papa is her older sister, there's a part of her that's still struggling against and becoming what she's supposed to be. Even though she was the firstborn, she's supposed to be the successor to the Hyuga clan. But there's a part of her that's still, not living up to the expectation of their father, Hiyashi, who's the lord of the clan. So, basically, the father wants a proper successor, but knowing how kind-hearted Hinata is, he's probably not going to get it from her. To the point where there are times where he has to push her to her limits, even if it means making her fall down. So basically, taking her daughters and training her to the breaking point is what this thing is about. Even though Hanabi, she sees he's her daughter, she sees her sister, but she knows that Hinata wants to do this, but there's a part of her that she still wants to admire about him, especially when she took that beating for Neji. This is back when Neji was a dick to the main family, that the Ban's family were all a bunch of slaves and the curse mark. Hanabi knows how Neji is. She knows how rough he could be. She even sees the first time the power of the curse mark, the binding the bird cage. Apparently they gave it the bird cage. Hey, so basically that's the name of the curse mark bird cage. She sees this. She doesn't completely understand what is this until the elder explains. The elder, being in the village, I think he's probably not. Hinami and Hinata's grandfather. We never know what his stake in the family tree was, but I'm just gonna call him Grandpa Hyuga. So if that's okay with you. So Grandpa Hyuga explaining them at that time, as members of the Hyuga family, we are entrusted with the secret of the Byakugan, and the branch family has to entrust that secret forever, even if it means using the threat of death against them. And that is their duty, to protect the secret of the Byakugan forever. She understands a little, but there's a part of her that still doesn't understand why they have to do such pain. I mean, she is a little girl. She's never seen this kind of thing before. But lately, over time, as Hanabi watches her sister, her sister fighting. But there's a part of her that wonders maybe she can become just like her sister. Maybe she can become better than her sister. This whole episode was about sister relationship. Like, she wants to become strong like Hinata, but then the times where she becomes so strong that she outshines Hinata. Even though she's 5 years younger than her, the fact that she can do this kind of makes her a prodigy, just like Neji. And she's younger than both of them. So basically, yeah, she is a prodigy, a child genius. And she's called that. And it's overwhelming. To the point, and Hiyashi, he does notice this, but he has to make certain he wants to make to the point where he makes his two daughters fight each other, to the point where he has to make sure that they are properly cared of and properly make sure that he has the proper heir. I mean, these are his own two girls, and yet he's making them fight each other. I know he's being a little harsh, but he's trying to do what is necessary for the clan and for the family. And the fact, even though Hinata did fight against Hanabi and lost, I think there's a part of her that still held back. Because there's a part of her that doesn't want to beat on her little sister. We all know how kind-hearted Hinata is over the series. But the thing is, Hanabi and herself, and her sister, seeing the fact that she beat her older sister, that the fact that the older sister that she admired, just falls so easily. It's a part of her that's like, knowing that if her sister could fall to her so easily, she's determined to become better than her sister, and to the point where her father even turns her back on Hinata. Even though Hinata is becoming a genin, an official ninja, there's a part of her that's still a little reluctant. There's little wondering why is she so weak? Not why is she so weak, but this and why. But she has to understand, Hinata is the big sister. She can't just beat on her little sister just because her father tells her to. Even though they fought and it was kind of an even matchup, but Hinata, remember, Hinata is haunted, and Hanabi, she wants to become stronger to the point where she wants to outshine her sister, and she is an heir to the clan as well, to the point where she wants to push her to her breaking point, and he willingly does so. Even to the point where she takes on so many bruises, to the point where she's so injured, it's like well beyond belief. I mean, she is a little girl, even younger than Hinata. 5 years younger, yet she's put to this. I mean, I know Hiyashi's trying to be strong, but you have to understand, Hiyashi itself, he is a clan leader. He has to make every decision he makes to protect the security of the family. Now, after all, that is his destiny. If the Hyuga's clan is to maintain order and to protect the hidden leaf, I mean, most of their, hell, their Kekkei Genkai, the Byakugan, and their Taijutsu are used in all manners of warfare and fighting. So it makes sense that they are the root at the tree of the hidden leaf. That's what I said. And I know that may sound a little kooky, but it's actually a poem from either Sarutobi. I sound like Danzo or Sarutobi, the third Hokage, but that's my opinion. What about you? You have to understand, this whole two-part episode was about Hinata and Hanabi's relationship, and how Hanabi kept admiring her sister, wanted to be better than her sister, wanted to be strong like her sister, wanted to understand why. Why is her sister so strong yet so kind-hearted? And even over the years, as she chose to want to defeat her sister and want to become stronger than her sister, to the point where she wants to become the successor, there's a part of her that still wants to know, is Hinata still the same Hinata that I watched? I mean, she would peek and watch as Hinata would train constantly. She idolized Hinata. After all, you yourself are obviously either a sibling, or I don't know if you're a sibling or not, or maybe an only child. But if you have a brother or sister, or someone you care to like a brother or sister, and you understand what she's feeling, wanting to become strong like them, wanting to become the same as them, or even wanting to become better than them. That is sibling rivalry. But you have to understand, even though they may know their sister, there's a part of themselves that still wants to know, how could they change their own fate and destiny? And Hanabi went from a kind little girl who just wanted to draw to a fierce warrior like her sister. But then there's Hinata, who wants to become strong, because she doesn't want to be. She doesn't want to be all this attention. She wants to become strong because she wants to become strong, not because of the family. She wants to become for herself. That is what Hinata is. And one of the reasons she's inspired to is because she admires Naruto. She admires Naruto so much she wants to be just like him. She doesn't want to turn back. She doesn't want to give up, and she never go back from her word, because that too is her ninja way, just like Naruto. Well, I gotta admit, I like this episode because we never got a lot of Hanabi in any of the storyline, whether manga, canon, or in Shippuden, or none of that. We never got a lot of Hanabi at all. I mean, hell, she's not in the third Great Ninja. She's not in the Great Ninja War, the fourth Great Ninja War, because she's too young. That was a decision made by Hiyashi. So basically we never got a lot of her attention. So basically, this is like we're seeing a character that we haven't seen in such a long time. I think the last time we ever did saw Hanabi was only in the original Naruto series. That's 6 years of not airs. Like literally, like we're talking about a character that we saw 6 to 8 years ago. Yeah, 8 years ago, literally and yet we never got much character development. I mean, that's Kishimoto. I mean, he's trying to make the storyline as best and as optimal as he can. You know, focusing around the main characters. But I wish that we get a little more from Hanabi's side, right? But I'm glad we got this. But I wish we got this a little sooner. You know, what do you think? Anyway, I'm glad I like this episode. And one of the reasons why I admire this episode is because of Naruto, the movie, where the main attention in that movie will be about how Hinata's feelings, character development, a lot of change, and also there's going to be some trouble with the Hyuga clan in the next series. What kind of trouble? If you guys have been following up on the story, you know that something big is coming, involving a descendant of the Sage of Six Paths. And not really a direct descendant, but someone in that bloodline. Someone descended from the original bloodline from Kaguya Otsutsuki, the rabbit goddess who was the mother of the Sage of Six Paths, and what's happening next. You have to understand that this is just a part of the story, and the next episode we're gonna get is just a major game changer. What is it? Not gonna tell you. Besides, we don't know how long it's gonna be. But after all, it is. Oh, we're in the middle of winter, and we're getting closer and closer to the holiday season. That means we're going to get closer to winter break. That's all I got to say. Hope you enjoyed. That's why the subscribe. Thank you. They just released recent trailers of the movie of Naruto Shippuden, the last movie. So go ahead, find it online. Just write trailers. Hope you enjoyed. That's why the subscribe. Thank you. Signing off.